Hello, Sprouts. I'm Crimson Clover, and welcome back to Clover Reads. For today's story, we're taking a slight detour from the r/wholesome stories subreddit and meandering our way over to the r/GetMotivated subreddit. Now, the initial story itself is not the most motivating, but a lot of the comments have some nice motivating advice that brings up both the motivation and the wholesomeness. So today's is from Bonnet Mallow? I'm not quite sure. Titled, I Need to Get My Life Together. I got laid off in January. Since then, I have just totally let myself go. I'm not even comfortable being shirtless or hooking up anymore. I'm 6 foot, 230 pounds, unemployed. My teeth are bad, I bite my nails very badly. My chest and back are always broken out, and I drink way too much. All I do is wake up at noon, maybe play a video game or get DoorDash, hang out with my best friend, and that's it. Sometimes we go out, and I'm so embarrassed at the way I look, I don't have a good time. When I go to the gym, I feel self-conscious because my clothes are tight and don't fit me. I'm bipolar and feel like my meds just aren't working anymore. I'm just depressed, but going through the motions. I just want something to get me going again. Waking up early, taking the dog for a walk, not drinking, losing weight and working out. It feels insurmountable because there are so many things I'm unhappy about. I'm 29 and I feel like I've already starting to look like my overweight alcoholic dad. I pulled out my 401k and I'm living off of that because I haven't been able to find a job. I'm a senior software engineer. If I tried, I could find one. I got close in May, but got a few devastating rejections and I haven't tried since. I don't know. This might be the wrong subreddit for this, but I just want to get going again, and I'm pissed I haven't been able to. Apologies for any bad languages, I'm just reading straight off and I probably won't edit it. And here we get into the more wholesome spots and the more motivating stuff. So we'll start with Timely Spring at the top. I was here in 2022 and I'll level with you. It's a mindfuck. Here's what helped me. You need to act like you have a job to get one. Be dressed and ready to work by 8. Job search at a table or desk in a clean space until noon. Eat lunch at a table without looking at your phone. Calendar time to catch up with your friends or old colleagues and network. Buy a dumbbell set and download an at-home gym app and start working out. Run to your local trails. Reserve gaming for the weekend. Setting boundaries and a routine for yourself will help you get back on track. I'm doing great now and continue to climb the ladder. Good luck. And I quite agree with this. Having a routine for anyone is a good thing to have. Because you kind of get like, it's like doom scrolling. You just start in a path and you just keep going. It kind of gets like that with when you don't have a routine. At least as far as I know. Personally, if I don't have a routine, I will probably just look at YouTube shorts or TikTok and just scroll and not do anything. Perhaps I need a schedule for my evening hours. And moving on to Azure Barrage 1. Going on 28 this month. Graduated in psychology from uni at the peak of COVID. I did a remote computer science degree after that during the time because grad school was out of the question for the foreseeable future. My own use and depression accumulated for all those years of isolation were not kind to me. Like you, I had some very high profile and devastating rejections to software engineering jobs. Granted, I was going for internship entry-level things, but getting to final round of Realtor.com, for example, still hurts after so many hours of effort. Sadly, I just haven't even taken data structure algorithm courses yet. I simply didn't really stand a chance at the time. Meanwhile, my parents understandably were wondering, where the F is my job and why I haven't moved out yet. Culminated when I got hit with COVID myself at the end of last year. I couldn't sleep for 2 to 3 days at one point, waking up coughing. One night I just took far too many sleeping pills, and let's say I did some very dumb things while blacked out. I guess I am censoring the language. No one got hurt except me, but it was truly, arguably, the stupidest, worst thing I've ever done. Last year has been a bad show of shame for myself, my family, and trying to find any decent job with this new degree that I acquired, as that specific industry took a huge downturn. Finally, I gave up. My father was ready to retire, and I felt like I was chasing the coattails of a career. I had gained so much weight, my sleep schedule was effed. I had no idea what I was going to face legal trouble, which resulted in stress and more use. Felt like I had achieved the status of true failure in June through May. I had several epiphanies, the most important one being that sometimes you can't forgive or even forget. All you can do is make peace. Accept yourself, even the parts that aren't so nice. If you can, change what you don't like. Cut out alcohol, soda, fast food. I'm down 30 pounds the last few months just off of that. Got a job working in mental health. It's not what I wanted or the money I wish I could be making, but I'll be stable. Family relationships are still tense but healing, making more effort to reach out to friends I'm lucky to have. It's truly one step at a time, man, and I've still got a long way to go. Let me tell you now, the anxiety of not having any of that handled versus the anxiety of all the work I have to do to get my life together, not even a competition. I related to your post heavily, so I felt I'd share my own anecdote. You've got this, man. Everyone goes through a tough time in their life, where everything seems to be going against them. I repeat, accept yourself. Your success, your failures, your hopes, regrets, passions, all of it. You are in this cycle of shame, my friend, a very nasty one, especially for people like us, who have some stuff going on in our heads. Don't let it win, you are stronger, and you've done it before. Wishing you the best of luck to a random Redditor. And that's the thing to be relatable as well. Yeah, just find a small thing to change. And don't give in to the anxiety. I wish I had more personal advice to give. But I don't, which is one of the reasons I like going through subreddits like this, so I can learn more about things outside of my own experiences. And for See the Sea for the Sea, a tongue-twisty name. Pick one thing, no matter how small, and change that. Hey, I agree with this. It took time to get where you are, and it takes time to get back out. It's never too late to make a change. Maybe you set an alarm for 11:30 a.m., then keep moving it back. No one cares at the gym if your shirt is tight. You may consider talking to your doctor about the medical issue. And from Cellblock 420, you'll make it through, just keep moving. Appropriate key? Take it one at a time. First, take care of yourself. Get back your confidence by being happy about yourself. For that, you gotta get stuff going regarding your body. Overweight? Keep working out at the same time. Take care of your diet. You don't gotta quit drinking immediately, but cut it down slowly. Got a bad tooth? Go visit the dentist, get it fixed, and then take care of it. Same goes for whatever else that's wrong with your body. Get it checked out and get it fixed one thing at a time. There's always a way. And then, to get a job, keep trying again and again and again. Maybe try to build up your portfolio in other ways while waiting. Living off your savings while not trying to invest some of it or set up a business or something. It's October now. You've got 3 months till next year. If you want, you can change your life around by the end of this year, man, or at least have a path that you can move forward in. Take it slow and take it one thing at a time. Start journaling and tracking your journey every day. Remember how you're going to feel when you get everything done. Fit, good-looking, responsible, successful, and all of that. Every problem of yours has a solution. Find what it is and get yourself going. No one else is going to do it for you. Most importantly, do all of the things for yourself. Your life is your own journey. And I can agree with going and getting yourself checked out by a doctor. Unfortunately, depending on where you are, like in America, I'm assuming they're American. I am not checking the profile to poke around and see, but a lot of times if you lose your job, you lose your insurance, and paying for like Cobra is really expensive. So they might not be able to, if they're living off their savings, going to the doctor to get these things checked out might be a little prohibitively expensive. But if they can, they still should. Like, teeth is important. You can like get really sick if your teeth aren't taken care of. And definitely agree with like slowly cutting back the alcohol. Like, you don't want to go through the full set of withdrawals. That's gonna suck for anybody. But some people can go cold turkey. I think a lot of people can't. But cutting back, that saves you money. You know, and drink water. Always drink more water. Unless the doctor tells you not to. From Garuda Rising. This is what helped me turn things around the last couple of weeks. 1. Start by adjusting your expectations. You might think walking the dog, or waking up early, or those other things are supposed to be easy. But clearly they're not, or you wouldn't be doing them. Or you would be doing them? Alright. Clearly they're not easy, or you would be doing them. So don't expect too much. You're probably living on your 401k for a couple more weeks because you might not get to applying for jobs for another 2 weeks at least, and that's okay. Give yourself some grace. Find really easy additive habits. For example, I bought giant bags of spinach, and one of my daily habits now is just eating a couple of handfuls. I can still have my junk food or whatever, but I can start with that and it's a win for the day. Maybe walking the dog for 10 minutes could be another one. If possible, find something that excites you that you can get good at. Normally we start thinking about quote-unquote productive skills when that comes up, but the focus for me has been improving at Magic the Gathering. Maybe it's a video game for you, but try to actually get good at it, not just play. But watch tutorials and push yourself. It'll get you comfortable with the feeling of discomfort in a domain that you enjoy. There have been some mornings where Magic is the only reason I get out of bed, so that's a good area for me to focus on for the time being. My hope is that the discipline or the process of working towards something will translate into something more productive later, but that's down the line for the time being. And I'm not going to worry about it now, just going to hit a baseline again. And food-wise, at least, I have seen this one nutritionist on YouTube. I don't remember her name, but her advice for people is to not think about dieting, because a lot of people for dieting is taking away something, and it could be something you enjoy. So her process is, instead of taking away something, think about what you can add to it. So like the Redditor said, like Garuda Rising said, add something. Add like spinach. So say you like store-bought ramen. And if you can afford the spinach, fresh spinach for me is preferably, because I don't like cooked spinach. But, you know, if you do like cooked spinach, maybe try putting a little bit of spinach in that ramen. It adds iron and nice vitamins and minerals. Or add an egg. Or whatever vegetables you like. You know. So you still get to eat your ramen, but you're adding some healthier stuff to it. And from Bro Joe 44, just do push-ups in your room, eat less, run around the block, find a job. You don't need to quit drinking, but reward yourself for doing good. You don't just drink to drink. Yeah, don't just drink to drink. That can get you down a spirally path. But I wouldn't say run around the block. If you're not used to exercise, try walking around the block slowly. Consistent tie. Start with one thing. Let's say your weight loss is your priority. Start with that. The more important thing in weight loss is diet and lifestyle. Maybe fix it first. You'll be surprised how much weight you'll lose just by eating right and sleeping right and cutting down on drinks. Then a couple of months or so later, you can go to the gym. I can agree with the eating right. And most especially, though, the sleeping right. Because not sleeping enough causes like cortisol levels and stuff to go up. And it just drains your energy and makes everything else so much harder. So if you can get a good night's sleep, I know some people find that hard, and I'm a bit of a night owl, bit of an insomniac myself. But again, eating right can be different from person to person. If you can, consult a doctor. Like any diet will always say that, consult a professional first. Maybe see if they can refer you to a nutritionist if your insurance plan covers it. And know how it is to wake up one day and realize you've lost control over yourself. Important thing to remember is just to do a little better every day. Keep moving forward and do one thing for yourself each day that you can look back on and smile. When you start making yourself proud, it really snowballs from there. Then there's no limit to what you can accomplish. I like this one. I'm going to give it a thumbs up. I'll go back later and upvote some of the other ones. But I like nice, simple advice. Because when you do something, it usually gets easier to do again the next day. Take some Addy and leak code up, dog. There's no other way. solve the job thing first, the rest will follow. There's a very clear situational root cause here, the layoff, not some underlying mental illness. I mean, depression is an underlying mental illness. And the OP responded, to the first part, I do actually have Adderall prescription. I don't believe I have ADHD, but I'm not going to just cancel the prescription. I just don't take it because I feel like a tweaker. Not a bad point, though. How do you get an Adderall prescription without an ADHD diagnosis? That seems irresponsible of their healthcare provider. But yeah, if you're on a prescription, tell your doctor if you stop taking it. Don't just go cold turkey. That could cause side effects that you really don't want to deal with. And we'll go down a couple more things. From Politic Leo. Gotta stay strong through all the adversities. It's easier said than done. I know what it's like to be in a jobless situation and it doesn't feel good. I'm not the best person to give advice about a situation due to me being in a rut myself, but I can say that I have faith and won't let anything get me down. Find the fighter in you and fight back against your situation. Don't let the situation dictate your life. Stand up and keep pushing. You got this. You need to start small and make manageable changes. A lot can change in 3 months, but start with one habit and add things in gradually. And I have heard that positive habits can take like 30 days or so to stick. So if you can stick with something, like even something simple like setting a phone alarm on your phone, right? And then say, I am going, when the alarm goes off, I'm going to stretch. And because then you could just turn off the alarm and ignore it and not do your stretchies. I vote for my stretches for everybody. Quit the booze and everything will be easier. Well, that'll save you some money, at least. Your senior engineer should be easy for you. But there are a lot of engineers out there, and a lot of companies. You're not wrong. When I was motivated back in spring, I had some good momentum and some really promising interviews. I'm just a bit stagnant in life right now. You'll blink and be 40. What? Where did it go? Okay. Well, it doesn't want to scroll properly, so it did this thing. We'll call it there. Or I'll just read out the last one, even if I can't show it on the screen properly. You'll blink and be 40, get it together, good luck. And from Anxious Reach, take your time. It's so important to find the right company, role, culture, work balance for you. And if you're not feeling yourself much right now, you may say yes to the wrong one. What helped me a little was proactively working on myself in my off time and learning more about what exactly I needed in my next job, and also what I wanted from a new job. It turned into curiosity from just dread of the job search. You got this. And thank you, OP, for sharing your story, and thank you to all of the posters in it for sharing their helpful advice. Now, hopefully they will be more than just take a new drug and get better, or get good. But a lot of companies want to hire not senior engineers or software designers so that they don't have to pay as much when hiring on a new person. But I wish OP good luck in a job search, and I hope that the advice in the subreddit has motivated them to reach out and keep working on themselves. You got this, OP! So, thank you for listening to today's story. I hope you found some of the advice helpful for yourself, or just motivational. And I'm a bit embarrassed by reading it. I don't know why. I guess it's something I need to work on myself. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope everyone has a good October and spooky month, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!